Hi, it's the 1st of June 2021, 8:30 p.m., and we're gonna play some Mystery Monster merchandise and sell some Cryptid stuff on our show, Cryptid Chronicles, where we're playing one-shot tabletop RPGs. I did some spring cleaning around here and things look a bit nicer and better. Joining me on this wonderful adventure is Eve.
That's me.
Eve, you're drawing cryptids? No, monsters.
Yeah,
You're
I
doing a
kind of did
monster
my daily
manual.
one. I
Right.
did my daily cryptid monster thing, but I might draw another one.
But that's your like month challenge, right? Is your drawing?
Yeah, it's kind of like just whatever.
I'm like trying to hype this up, and you're like, yeah, it's like whatever.
Every day I'm drawing a monster by my table of four different things, and I roll four dice, 4d6s, and they will give me a generation of a monster I'm supposed to draw.
Okay. And you drew a cool desert plant today.
Yeah, a large desert plant with a delicate flower.
It's like really nasty armored aloe vera that will break your limbs.
Yeah, basically. It's like if an anaconda had aloe vera blood and steaks on the inside.
Anaconda that has buns?
No buns.
My anaconda don't.
My anaconda got buns.
No, it's got steaks.
Also on the show is Esty, whose anaconda's got buns.
Yeah.
And Daryl?
New month, new me.
Oh,
I don't believe you.
Does that mean we gotta call you something else?
If you so choose.
Okay.
Do you use numerical patch versions or alphabetical patch versions?
A mixture.
Do you use different types of cats?
What?
You know, like the one it was like lion and lynx and whatever.
So someone done that for their patch names?
No, it was like Linux, I think, uses.
You're thinking the last generation of Mac
OS
was mountain lion and lynx and stuff.
Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, Android updates are like candy.
Yes.
Oh.
That's why I was saying alphabetical. So you go A B C D.
Oh Jesus!
It makes it easier to talk about versions of software internally because people don't give a shit about like.
It's also easier to name tornadoes if you go by the alphabet.
Yeah. Nobody cares about version 3 or 4, but if you're like Catalina or Davenport, people know what you're talking about.
Davenport.
I want some Davenport flavored macaroons now.
Anyway, we're playing a game. I'm going to go over our agenda because we have one now. For all the games of Cryptid Chronicles. Daryl, you went
Oh no, I'm thinking about dice right now.
Sorry, I was distracting him.
I mean, that's, you know, if you don't, he'll just distract himself, so.
Distracting me is generally a pretty challenging task.
Challenging.
Our agenda is to paint pictures, both large and small, lands filled with wonder, mystery, and horror. Maintain an engaging space where everyone is safe to express themselves. Create cryptids that are always beyond our understanding, that shape the spaces they touch in small and large ways. Create places with characters who are memorable and entertaining, and to show the impacts of when the magical meets the mundane on screen. And to do that today, we're selling people cryptid I think are mostly awful.
Oh, definitely the worst.
At least 50% of us are awful. I think Vex is pretty bad, but in like an entertaining way that makes it alright.
He's fun.
He's fun, but Vex is the guy that would like cause an accident where you fell down a flight of stairs and injured yourself, and he'd have a chuckle at you before considering calling an ambulance.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
There's some good character building.
So we are playing a RPG of my own invention, which is Hack of Hawkers by S. Gates and Bell Songs by RPG Natalie. we are running a Cryptid merchandise store that's a converted it used to be a restaurant. It's completely cluttered with stuff, with some real items, but mostly bogus stuff. We have a lot of tourist shoppers, but also a core clientele who are discerning customers who know what they want. And the outside of the store is like plastered with signage and advertising. Daryl, that was your thing, right? The heavy signage. Is that like lots of signs for stuff in the store? Is it like old timey?
The store itself, not very specific.
Okay.
Open, come in. Exciting.
Yeah.
Great deals.
The staff of the store is Artemis R. Spencer Churchill, who is me. I am him. I am he. Who is a criminal who embezzled lots of money and is now using it to run this store. I think the store is part of his money laundering scheme. Quite how that works, we don't know. Maybe we'll find out. There is Poindexter, the nerd.
The incel.
And that's Esty.
Yup.
You're currently sorry. I probably where we all are is I was playing Raid Shadow Legends with the guy that came in to bought the items.
Oh yeah.
Up until a moment ago, Poindexter is trapped under stuff.
Back books and shit. Yeah.
A pile of stuff fell on him in the stockroom. Eve is playing Vex, the incognito cryptid.
They're fun.
Yes, they're fun. They have a big cape.
They're currently lying a lot.
They have a big cape that hides their cryptidness.
Their extra arms.
Yes. And Daryl is playing Agent Cipher Redacted. Oh, your pronouns are redacted. I get it.
Yeah. Pronouns and personal information. Yeah.
And he is the expert.
Was just very recently carelessly fired off a handgun in the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Vex kicked it. No, wait, no, Vex didn't. I think I was saying Vex kicked it underneath the shelf. Yeah.
Nabbing the gun.
Yes, we were trying to sell an incomplete guide to a teen, to an edgy, nervous
and the cops
teen,
are on us.
and the cops are
onto
onto us. And Vex was doing a very good job of distracting. You were actually upselling some garbage to the police officer, right?
some garbage.
Some just like trash.
I don't even remember what it was.
So it was a TV guide, right? Like a 1987.
No.
Vex...
The TV guide was was what he called, or what they called, the thing that the teen is paying for, and then grabbed the actual thing and was like, "This is the translation."
Yes. Yeah. So the cop was like getting onto them, and then Vex was trying to sideline them with another sale, and then the kid is like, "Wait, no, I want this thing too. I want the thing that you're trying to sell the cop, so the cop will get off our back." And then during this, Poindexter knocked all the books over, and then Agent Cipher, like one of the guns, like fell out of one of your attaché cases or something,
and like slid behind the cop, where it's like at his feet.
In a remarkably slapstick situation.
And then I think we did a successful roll, right, for Vex.
I kicked the gun underneath, like kicked away and in hidden bits.
I failed the roll, which resulted in the gun going off, and then
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Does anyone need a refresher on any of the simple mechanics stuff?
Roll an extra dice if you use your thing, but that makes us more known.
Yeah, we take turns.
Oh.
We take
I don't see many of
turns
those.
to have
they're all on.
focus.
Okay.
And when you're in focus and you have a challenge, that you want to resolve, other than how the other person tells you it's going to turn out, like whether it's uncertain or dangerous, you can roll 1 die, or if you use your special ability, your class feature, I've forgotten what I called it. I think I called it feature.
Feature.
Yeah.
You can roll 2 die, and you want to get successes and not failures.
Surprise.
Yeah, unsurprisingly. And I guess who's in focus when this cop reacts to?
I assume the cop would look at Daryl's character because Daryl's laying on the ground right where a loud explosion happened.
Actually, can I grab focus here, because I immediately want to do
Oh yeah, because
something.
you'd be like, "What the fuck's going on, guys?"
Yeah.
I immediately wanna try some nonsense. So, yeah, you guys yell at me if this is too convenient, but I think it's very hilarious. Is that one of the things that's behind the counter is this, it's like this 90s ghetto blaster that's supposed to play the perfect music every time you hit it. So as soon as the gun goes off, the first thing Artemis does is like slams the play button on the music he's gonna be like, oh man, this explosion was part of this rad audio that was playing.
Roll for sure, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I don't think this is sneaky at all.
We need to roll to determine whether or not your song is appropriate.
Whether it plays something good or plays fuck the police.
Like some R&B comes on or something, just like something totally doesn't fit.
That song, was it? It Wasn't Me.
ASMR.
Sorry, which one? What?
It Wasn't Me.
God damn it.
Although also just like a voice clip from a VTuber or something would be really fucking weird.
Really loud porno.
An ad for Raid Shadow Legends.
No, that would spice up the things.
NordVPN.
Oh right, I made a roll.io thingamajiggy. I was having a complete brain fart and was like, where are we actually rolling dice?
Yeah.
Alright, time for the bullshit boombox.
I can't wait.
I just wanted like a stupid magical item.
Oh, okay.
A 6? How bad is a 6?
Partial, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Describe how you turn the situation to your favor and the threat is resolved, but a co-worker gets to say what factor complicates your situation. You guys are gonna help me out here. What song like famously opens with like gunfire, gun-like noises? There's got to be like.
Does that fucking school shooter song have gunshots in it?
Not pumped up kicks, but that would be hella funny.
It's a pretty chill song overall, actually.
It's just it's that Ivy and Polka Mika mix where all of the beats are changed to gunshots.
Oh, hang on, there's a Reddit thread for best gunshots in a song.
Good.
Get some like fucking loud ass death metal or something like that. that'd be an appropriate audio cover.
Oh my god, I don't these clips.
Just start playing slug bait.
I know. Beat It opens with police sirens. That's something.
I mean, I feel like if there's
cops... can like gaslight him and be like, "Yeah, Michael Jackson songs always sound."
Yeah, don't you remember gunshots? And yeah, everybody knows about that.
Oh, this is a fancy remix.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yeah, it's fucking Michael Jackson remix.
Oh.
Also, if it's Beat It, that's an excellent song to get the cop out of our store.
No, I know what song it is. It's Mia Paper Planes. Because it has that bit in the hook where she goes bang, 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 but it's actually gunshots.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, man, I'm surprised I didn't think of that
Either
myself.
that, or it could be the bit in This Is America where Dong Lava like
It's
guns a bunch
America.
of people down.
Yeah,
Are those gunshots actually in the music though? I think they're just in the music video.
gosh, I wouldn't actually
It's
know.
a shitty YouTube rip copy where it's at the end of it, it's like, subscribe to my channel, guys.
It's like somebody ripped it straight from the channel instead of just like downloading the proper song.
It's just a fucking YouTube downloader rip, yeah. There
It
you
sounds
go.
like something Vex would do.
God damn it.
Didn't know how to do it properly.
But yeah,
Oh, I think Vex would know.
it's Mia Paper Planes, but maybe it's like a weird shitty cover of it or something.
Yeah, it's a remix with
Bad
extra
acapella.
gunshots.
What
Just bad
complication
acapella.
does this introduce?
Hmm. What?
I was just thinking about, it took up more time than you planned. It's like, this song is Paper Planes is the cop's favorite song, so he stays in the store to listen to the whole thing.
I mean, I think like getting the cop to leave the store is a challenge for us. So being like, oh, the cop stays in the store is not a big deal.
Yeah,
Because that
yeah.
was going to happen either way. Like they were going to be difficult to get rid of anyway. You don't have to use something strictly off of this list.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm surprised
Yeah.
you guys are having troubles coming up with a complication given how shitty my plan was.
Such a
I mean,
perfect
that
word.
like, I don't really know what to say about it because like your plan worked. I don't know what the complication would be on your shitty plan that worked.
I mean, I'd say that it's not just playing this, but also Artemis trying to sell it. Like he's also the cop's like suspicious when I did this, and then he's trying to play it. He's like, oh yeah, no, the gunshots in that song are louder, so much louder than I remember.
And then
Oh, I had to turn down the volume right away.
Yeah. This is still like a gun went off in this room. Technically,
Yeah.
I think most of our ears would be ringing right now.
Yeah.
And there's
I'm trying to think of the best way for him to be like, what the actual fuck?
presumably a bullet hit something somewhere, but hopefully that's not a problem.
I mean, it probably is. That could be an issue coming up.
The bullet. There's like a bullet hole somewhere visible on Artemis's clothing that he's now like trying to cover up.
That's always.
I feel like that's a bit too much, but it would be funny.
I'm trying to think of like something that would be like a complication without like him wanting to arrest us and then figuring out how to like not kill the cop.
A complication. So it worked, but there's another complication. Is it related to it, or is it like could be anything?
No, you guys can like suddenly ogres this. That's fine.
I don't know what that means, but I assume it means make shit up.
Suddenly ogres is just in any game where you have like a partial success where something bad can happen. If you have no idea what to do, you can just be like suddenly ogres, right?
The bullet where the bullet that got released from the gun that got shot out hit a pipe and now there's a leak. A fairly obvious leak.
That's pretty bad.
I mean, I'd say that's still related. That's something or someone got damaged, right? Is this pipe?
Yeah.
Pipe. Where is leak? Or do we not know? Can we hear it?
Yeah, I think we can hear it. Like it's like a hissing right now of like
like a water leak or like a steam leak.
Water.
Oh, okay, I see. Cool.
Just hear like water.
So our incredibly cluttered store is now
Yeah.
gradually accruing water damage. Okay.
I don't think it's like a huge bullet. Well, actually, what did you say? What the gun was?
It was a handgun, so it's not going to be like a giant.
Okay, so it's like there'll probably be water damage, but it's probably not going to destroy the whole store.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see.
I feel like the cop's just gonna be like super just on him now.
Yeah, especially he's gonna specifically be on you, Artemis, for like very clearly being like, nothing's happening here, nothing.
So okay, maybe then this is what happens is that like there's a beat where like Artemis is like looking at the cop, trying to explain to the cop, but like can hear the water in the background, and then I don't know. He's gonna make some excuse to be like, oh, I need to go switch the water off. I need to go turn off. Yeah, no, this is it. It's his dual exit strategy plus. I need to do this. It's like, oh, I need to go switch the water main off so that the store doesn't get damaged. Does the cop just
that's fair.
follow him?
Would the cop follow him, or would the cop like start questioning one of us?
I feel like if he's like, oh, like conveniently after the sound of a gun going off, he's like, oh, I'm gonna shut off the water for a leak. I feel like the cop would be like going to find the source of the leak.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Turning off your water main randomly is a little unusual.
Eve said we could hear it, right?
Yeah, we can hear leaking.
Yeah.
Like we can hear kind of like running water, but like not super loud running water because it's still like a small leak. Like it's not
also like, you know, like I'm gonna go turn off the water main versus like, oh, it sounds like there's a faucet running is like a little strange.
Well,
like people don't just like turn off the water main.
That's why I was asking what we could hear. If it had just been like, oh, I can just hear some like water in the pipes, it's fine. But we're running like a fucking bookstore, right?
Yeah.
Like there's lots of things, expensive things that water damage would be very bad for.
Yeah.
And turning off all the water to the building is not that dangerous. It's very safe.
Cool.
But I think Eve gets to call whether she thinks my character would know it was a leak just by hearing it.
What is your character's like backstory?
He's like a criminal, but he's a classy criminal who's been using the business as like a front for money laundering.
I think he would be able to tell.
Yeah. So then back to the original question of does the cop follow Artemis to the back of the store, or do they start?
I think he would try to find probably since there was a loud bang and now a leak, he would probably try to find the leak to see if he can find the bullet.
Yeah, he definitely.
I don't think he bought the, but like there's no gun.
Okay. Well, somebody else should take focus because I don't think like Artemis in the back of the store is interesting.
The adventure to find the water main.
Yeah. So Nifty, you're playing the cop. So what would the cop do to look for? Because you're the cop, right?
Yes. Yeah. I am playing the. We can decide what the cop does together. I just need to do the voice for the cop, right? Because
also, what would the person we're trying to sell the thing to do?
I feel like our favorite bro, you know, he might be beginning to experience some impatience now because not only has the thing that he's trying to buy been like kind of devalued in his eyes based on what Vex was trying to upsell to the cop. Now the guy who was selling him the thing has bailed off to the back of the store to turn off the water main. So the transaction is taking much longer than he would have hoped it would.
That's fair. That's fair. I think Vex will probably try to help continue selling that while the cop does whatever we want to decide, like if I should do
Well,
that now while we figure out
I
what the
feel
cop
like
does.
there's a choice here of like, do we put the light on Cipher trying to do something about the cop if they would, or do we put the light back on Vex, like continuing the sales pitch? Which I love, but I want to make sure Daryl gets some time with their character
As his
on the
character,
screen.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I've got something that'll likely complicate things even
Do it.
further.
Do it, then.
Okay.
Fucking giver.
Okay. So as the cop proceeds to one, try to find the shell casing, which I've hidden within my trench coat, and also proceeds to, you know, look for the water main and try to find out where Artemis went, because, you know, things are a little sus in here. Our agent boy, he's gonna walk up behind the cop and kind of grab him by the shoulder. Hey, Brad, listen, you know, you've been with the force for a long time at this point, right? Man, you should be in the SWAT team by now. So I've been keeping an eye on this shop for probably at least 2 weeks now, and doesn't look like there's much going on in here, honestly. I know the loud noises were a little suspicious, but there's a lot of strange things in here, but nothing of the otherworldly persuasion. If there is actually anything here, you know, I'll tell you about it. I'm going to find it eventually if there is such a thing, but I think that you're wasting your time here. You should find a better case.
Vex is gonna snicker loudly and be like, yeah, I'd buy that.
Does
just fucked it up.
Does Cipher know this? Like, is this? I guess my name would have been on my badge, right? Because I'm a cop.
Yeah. So the way I was planning on rolling this is if I do succeed with this, then Cipher does indeed actually know this guy and has indeed trained with him at Cop Academy before. And if it doesn't roll out, then he's thinking of a different guy, and it's really embarrassing. It's gonna be really, really bad.
I mean, if you're bluffing, this is definitely risky.
Yeah. So
uncertain. It's definitely uncertain.
Yeah. I assume I should roll on this ridiculous attempt.
How are you using your ability?
Yeah, would this be an information?
Yeah, for sure. It's
Oh yeah, ability. Definitely. If your thing's information, for sure.
Like up until now. Oh no, wait. He did eventually identify himself as a police officer. Did he? No, he didn't identify himself as a police officer.
No. So he's got no identifying features.
Yeah. So this is definitely an information thing.
Also, I rolled a 12, so.
All right.
I watched that roll.
Turns out, Brad. Did you say he was called Brad?
Yeah, Brad.
Brad not only thinks he knows you, but it's like, yeah, you're able to fuck my wife, right?
Oh, damn, I'm
next Tuesday. Okay, Daryl, tell us how you turn the situation in your favor despite the odds.
Sorry, what was that? What was that about fucking his wife?
That's me gassing. I don't get to describe this. You describe this.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So yeah. Oh, yeah, right. So that'd be rolling.
Well, and I need to mark exposure because we used.
Yeah, that's exposure.
Whatever. That was totally worth it. Funny as hell.
It just means now the cop knows that like an agent like.
Okay, yeah. So should I just play the scene out?
Yeah.
Okay. So the cop turns to Cipher with surprise in his eyes, and he's whispering. Obviously, he's like, "Holy shit, Lou! I haven't seen you in 10 years. What the hell are you doing here? You're not trying to poach my case, are you?" I guess I'll do a bout of talking to myself here. Listen, buddy. I've been here for 2 weeks. There's nothing to poach here at all. You're wasting your time. You should talk to the boys of the chain of command about doing something a little more notable, because, ugh, man, it's a real snooze fest.
Alright, I guess
Nifty.
the
Yeah,
yes.
Oh, sorry, you're doing the voice of the cop, so.
Daryl was doing both bits.
Yeah, I played
Yeah.
a little top there. Yeah.
I think the cop just leaves, right?
Yeah,
Good.
I mean, yeah, if we're playing that level of bullshit, then yeah, he'd believe me and leave.
Vex, like, actually, Vex is helping the guy at this point, I think. Instead of, but if Vex was paying attention, he would have been like, "Bye."
I can't believe that works.
I guess Vax should take the spotlight. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
It's either you take the spotlight or I come back to go rescue Poindexter, or Poindexter tries to rescue themselves. Esty,
Okay.
what would you rather? What would you rather
Yeah,
do?
I think I'm just gonna try to like. Where's the front? Because like I'm remember the reference image. It's like super tight. So I'm just gonna try to crawl under it like that fucking weird brother that would hoard with his other brother. Fuck, I don't remember their names. This joke has gone down. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try to just dig myself out. So I guess I can just roll.
Eat your way out. Eat the books.
Eat the books.
I
think I
just
can
keep
take
I just keep
my way out.
thinking of the episode of The Simpsons where everyone thinks Bart killed Principal Skinner because he tells the whole story about how he's lived in his garage, eating, what was he eating? Some shit. And he like loops a vacuum cleaner or something around a banister to pull himself out. It's so dumb.
I remember that.
God, I wish my Simpsons references were sharper.
It's the one where Bart joins the mafia.
I don't
Yeah,
remember that.
That sounds like a good one.
He joins. It is a very good episode of The Simpsons. The Simpsons. So yeah, Esty, you're just trying to crawl your way out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to get out because nobody's bothered to fucking try to help me.
Nobody knows you're
I
there.
was covering for some shit. And then my products are definitely more important than your safety. Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah, so he's just gonna try to climb out.
Did you just roll? Did you just roll that 12?
No,
No,
I'm gonna roll
okay.
now.
Ooh,
8.
Okay, that's an 8.
okay. Okay. What's a fun complication?
What's a fun
I mean-
complication for me trying to
Yeah,
get out under the books?
Someone else is supposed to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at the list of complications. Right now. I'm wondering if we can tie this into you find another problem with the item. I want to look at the list of the problems. Because I'm thinking it's like whilst crawling out of the pile, you do find some parts to this guide, and the parts of the guide are like, oh yeah, this guide is also haunted, or this guide is also dangerous.
Yeah,
I like
when,
haunted though. Haunted is very good.
When all right, when Poin got pinned under those books, the what are we calling those? Yes, the sliver of hope from that bad roll was that some of the pages of the item were actually located amongst all the garbage. So
Oh, right.
if you
yeah,
wanted to make them really bad, that wouldn't be too much of a stretch.
What do you guys think of that? There's two things on this problem table. There's cursed and haunted.
Ooh.
I mean, they sound cursed. It already like stuck him under a bunch of books.
Yeah, I'm amenable to cursed unless
Yeah,
you want
it's
to
pretty fucking
unless you
cursed.
want to introduce an annoying ghost.
Is this why the guide's in pieces? Is we took the bits of the guide that are incredibly unlucky out?
Ooh.
And we just forgot.
Oh, that's fun.
We forgot.
Yeah, I'm down with this if you guys are. That like the problem with the item is that it's cursed to be incredibly unlucky.
I was like, oh no.
Can't
which
wait to
case,
sell
I'm
it.
going to be fucking overjoyed to sell this thing and get it out of my store. Frankly.
If we can sell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the downside is you've discovered that our item is cursed. But hey, you have cursed guide pieces.
Okay. I'm gonna go find Artemis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
You've somehow been successful in finding the pages.
Did you say phone Artemis?
No, I'm gonna go find him.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be funnier if you texted Artemis.
Yeah, I don't know. What,
Like
what do you put away
found
in
guide,
case-
very cursed.
Still cursed, can confirm.
Does
It's like we have a problem.
does Poindexter use emojis?
Oh, God.
Yeah, he like made his own set of stickers of like an emoji of his like Oni avatar. So he has like the obnoxious ones that like post, like the big ones on Facebook. Just like a panic like emoji, and we have a problem.
So I take it that Artemis already knew this item was cursed, right?
I don't know. I don't
No?
think so. Because
Okay.
Vex
I think-
probably knew.
when we talked about this, it's like Artemis isn't really bought in on the whole
Okay.
cryptid.
Yeah.
Like he knows.
Oh, so Vex is like, yeah, these pages are cursed, and then he's like, yeah, sure, that'll be a good selling point.
I think it's like, ugh, I hate using this word, but he's like cryptid agnostic.
Right, yeah, because he's like a Scully, right? That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he doesn't deny that weird shit happens. He's just like, I'm not gonna get into some woo woo nonsense to try and explain it.
The woo woo bullshit, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Needlessly skeptical.
He certainly doesn't believe that like magical creatures are coming from another dimension and tainting our land with their power or whatever.
Yeah, that'd be dumb.
Whatever shit's happening.
Yeah, Vex is like, yeah, you're right. Who would believe
Yeah,
that
who would believe
crap?
that crap. I think that the Poindexter gets like there's a huge long wait whilst so like there's the dots of writing, and then you get like a whole paragraph response that is very well formed of like, oh yes, I just had to turn off the water main, and then
No, it's like, dear Poindexter, and then like a couple enters, and then like the paragraph, and then you always sign it with your name.
Can I make a request?
yes.
You know, when like those like boomer dads that are sending messages to their kids, but they use like the Facebook filter, so it's like a unicorn talking to their kids because the dad thinks it's funny and hip with the kids.
No,
I mean,
I don't know.
kind of,
Yeah.
but I wish I didn't.
I was just thinking like old person trying to use text. He's like, oh, if I'm hip with the kids, if I use the stuff on it, right? So he just like sends back like, I had to turn off the water main, but it's like a unicorn talking.
I think that I've been doing this as a bit in my lexicon game. That
But
it's
just would be fun too.
it's like he has a very formal writing style, but then also uses emojis in ways that don't make any sense.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, good.
And
Love
that's
that.
how like he uses them like too literally. And it's just weird. And that's how he's like an old person. Dang, don't make me turn my character into a boomer.
Too late. He's playing Raid Shadow Legends. He's
Is
Well,
playing
he's-
Raid Shadow Legends a boomer thing?
I don't know.
Historian likes it. He's pretty old.
One of the
He is a historian.
one of the top Raid Shadow Legends players in the world.
I mean, like
Actually-
Artemis definitely has more money than sense, but I don't know. Anyway, Vex, what's happening whilst this tech? Are you texting me and looking for you're texting Artemis and looking for him, right?
Poindexter, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Just like try because I'm like holding the pages like, oh no, what do we do?
How are you like holding them away from you? Does Poindexter think that they're cursed? I guess they must do because that's what we just said the complication was.
Yeah. So he's just like holding it in like one hand, like just kind of like keeping an eye on it just in case anything happens. Just like, hey.
Oh, are you like stay
Yeah,
here?
just
You want to
definitely-
stay here whilst Artemis comes to you, so you don't have to carry the very unlucky object anywhere?
Oh no, I didn't even think about that. I think that he was actually like just shouting while he walked, like Marco Polo.
Okay, okay. Vex, you can hear you can hear Point Dexter yelling for Artemis in the background.
I like
Your
it.
your
Not
mark
that Vex would
is
help.
your mark is waning, and your other mark, I guess fucking Cipher ruined that sale for you, but also fucking got the cops out of our store. So, what do you do?
I'm gonna attempt to continue the initial sale of the stuff. I'm gonna slide behind the thing and be like, let me think of how he would try to convince him to keep buying the. He'll start like ringing him up like as if nothing has changed, and been like, "Boy, that was crazy, wasn't it? That silly guy who didn't know what he was talking about. Between you and me, I was trying to scam him."
I have an important question. Is Mia Paper Planes still playing in the background?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
no one shut it off, so it's
Yeah, loudly.
unless the boombox is switched over to another opportune song.
Well, that's what Vex is. He's trying to just say that. Yeah, what an idiot that other guy was. Good thing you're not an idiot and you're buying the correct thing.
Daryl, you're this kid.
Yeah, time to step into the shoes of bro. Hey, so are we gonna get those missing pages anytime soon? Because me and the buddies, we really want to take this thing, out into the woods, right? But I got to be rock climbing in like half an hour, so if you guys could speed this up, that'd be great.
Vex will be slightly annoyed that he has to worry about other people doing something to. Basically, he was just hoping to sell the thing and be done with it, but now he actually has to like do something to make the sale. He's like, yeah, they'll be right down. Just purchase now, and we will hand them to you before you leave.
Whoa, back up. My dad's a lawyer, and he's told me never to do stuff like that. Once the product's all in one piece, then you get your money.
I guess Vex doesn't really want to leave him here, and other people are supposed to be getting that stuff. So it's like Vex leaving will probably just like lose the customer as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think that we can do something where either me, Artemis, or I think what would make more sense is for Poindexter to enter the scene. I don't know if you guys want to do a threat, obstacle, or opportunity before that. Like, if we think that's interesting, to have Vex do something to like diffuse the customer a little bit.
Yeah, if he doesn't make his rock climbing, he's gonna be pretty upset.
I'm really surprised that when he brought up the rock climbing, Vex wasn't like, "Oh, we have some."
No, actually, I was just that literally just popped in my head. He's like, rock climbing, you say? There's a lot of cryptids that love climbing rock, right?
Whoa. I'm not looking for any cryptids, okay? Me and my buddies, we're just going out in the woods. We're not doing anything weird, We just want to go out and read our guide, you know what I mean? We're not looking for anything like that. Wink, wink.
Vex stares at him like looking unimpressed at first, but then grins and is like, "Yes, wink, wink." In that case, I have a really good manual about rock climbing that will totally come in handy. It's really good for rock climbing. A wink, wink.
Ooh. All right, fine. I'll take the bait. Show me.
Vex ducks down and like starts like rummaging through various books. And he pulls out a really large one. Like it's not like thick, but it's like wide and like tall. Basically, it's a very large book and it'll be a hassle to rock climb with. And he thumps it down on the table, and it is about rocks. Probably not specifically climbing, but there's rocks on the cover, and he's like very much like, this is like your guide to everything rock climbing. Wink, wink. At least in the rocks.
If I've
Ooh.
got to clarify, this is just a regular book about rocks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's some book. Maybe there's something fancy about it, but it's definitely not anything helpful.
Great.
Well, that's pretty crazy. So, which rock is most climbable? You know.
Are these kids talking about drugs in my store?
I just picture like his Sixth Sense, and he's like, "Are they fucking talking?" Just like, I need to go back.
Vex will open the book and flip through a bunch of pages and like just stop, mostly on a random one, and we'll just say this one's like, geodes, the rocks where you open them up and shiny inside.
Yeah,
It's just
pretty suspicious.
Yeah, it's just a page of geos. He's like, these are all about I'm trying to think of rock climbing terms. 1 second. 63 useful rock climbing terms. Perfect.
Hey, sometimes you gotta do your research to really sell the bit.
Mm-hmm.
Does this mean Vex has actually dabbled in rock climbing before? That's how they know rock climbing terms.
He probably knows the terms, but no, he hasn't specifically done it. He's just
I just picture frantic typing underneath the counter. I'm like, that's rock for climbing.
Oh man, do you have like one of your spare hands like frantically typing on your phone for you? So
Fucking Google, desperation Google.
Yeah, sure. Let's say that's what's going on. While he's flipping the pages.
That's great.
I mean, I think I'm going to have to declare that this is dangerous.
Do
And
it.
How you've made yourself vulnerable is you're trying to tell a kid who actually, I assume, does know some stuff
Knows
about
rock climbing.
some stuff about rock
But it's not
climbing.
actually about rock climbing. Wink, wink.
Yes. But you need to make it sound legit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not like fake. I don't even have the right words for this because of like the meta layers going on here.
Yeah,
right? But it's like, if you're going to use fake terms to talk about drugs, you need to use real fake terms to talk about drugs. Otherwise, people who actually do drugs are like, wow, you're just literally making shit up, aren't you?
Oh, I should just clarify. Like, I don't think our bro character here thinks he's talking about drugs.
No, I was like, the whole running metaphor here is we're talking about cryptid hunting, but it's in that like, nobody's here to do cryptid hunting.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Overhangs is what he's gonna do. Like, this is all about overhangs. Wink, wink.
I picture that the guy's just like really confused at this point and just still going because he's just like, what the fuck?
I mean, I think Vex and him are on the same level of we're talking about cryptids, but totally not talking about cryptids. Or like the spooky things that they want to do, assuming they want to like go out into the forest, do some drugs, and find some dragons.
They'll definitely find dragons with those drugs.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, overhangs, of course. Yeah, overhangs, leg bars. It's all pretty important. Yeah.
And then he flips to another random page. He's like, and this is all about racks. Wink, wink. And then he flips through the rest of the book, just being like, it's all in here, man. If you like, yeah, you can get this, which I highly recommend to do when you go out into the forest to do regular, normal teenager stuff. A wink, wink. But if you want to do that kind of regular, normal teenager stuff, wink, wink, but rock climbing, this is the book you want. And he pats the hardcover, heavy, large, obnoxious book.
Yeah. Yeah, man. This looks like some good shit for sure. Yeah. But listen, you're pretty convincing. I got a really good feeling about this missing pages book. It looks like it could teach me even more about doing some climbing. You know what I mean? But if I don't get those pages, I'm not going to be happy if I walk out of here, without, a full breadth of climbing knowledge. You know what I mean?
You're absolutely right. And to make it up to you, I'm going to give you a discount if you're going to grab both books because you've waited so patiently.
Man, you can tell Jade works in actual used goods store.
Hey, listen, if I'm being honest here, money's not really my concern, okay? My concern is just getting the highest quality products so I can, me and my bros, we can be as prepared as possible when we go when we go out there and we're camping, we're hiking around, we're maybe climb some trees, climb some rocks, right? I want to be as prepared as possible. You see some weird stuff out there, that's all I'm saying.
Totally, totally true. I feel the exact same way when I'm buying my totally normal camping and rock climbing books. Like, what's the point really if you're missing all these pages? And when he says, "What's the point really when you're missing all these pages?" They raise their voice in hopes that because they can hear Poindexter, so he's like hoping that Poindexter hears them.
Yeah, I feel like he definitely does. So like that like robotic sounding voice modulator of like Artemis just kind of stops and you just hear like his boots going through the ground, like going across the room into it, and he's just like, "Where's Artemis?"
Vex is like, "Who cares, man?" and like snatches the papers from him.
He doesn't want to like, freak out in front of the customer, but he's looking at Artemis, or not Artemis. Vex like, you got to stop for a sec. We got to have a discussion.
I would ask two questions here. One, I had to make a statement and ask a question. One is, I think that when you snatch the pages out of somebody else's hand, that's definitely going to trigger the like bad luck thing, because that's what happened last time. Like as soon as Poindexter came in contact with the missing guide pieces, they were incredibly unlucky. And then my question is, does it also affect cryptids, or is Vex like weirdly unaffected because they are a cryptid?
I think Vex would have one, Vex knows about the unlucky. I would assume Vex would know because I think Vex tells Artemis most of what is up.
Okay.
So I think Vex would have advantage based on the fact that he knows about the curse, so he would be expecting something bad to happen. And I think that's mostly it. And I think most intelligent cryptids, opposed to like the monster cryptids, would also kind of. It's kind of like how not everybody who is like just a regular person knows everything about everything, but like the people who do know will have like an advantage on whatever they're.
Okay. So what incredibly unlucky thing happens here that assumedly Vex is prepared for? Like they know shit's about some weird unlucky shit's about to happen, and they're just gonna deal with it. Potentially something to do with the boombox would be funny.
I was also thinking that.
What would be? I was gonna be like something like the boombox starts making like weird demonic noises or something, but
No,
like
that doesn't seem.
it's like really easy to resolve that as well, right?
Yeah, I think since the original thing was the books were falling on Poindexter, that maybe it's like it causes things to collapse around you, and so maybe the boombox near him like would fall off and like hurt him, but since he knows it's coming, he just like nudges it back onto where it's supposed to be, kind of like or think of it this way, what would normally happen is if it was Artemis who took it, he would like step to the side and step on the cable of the boombox, causing the boombox to fall onto him. But since Vex knows it's coming, instead of stepping on the cable, he like kicks the cable out of the way and just slaps the pages into the book, slamming the book shut and like putting it in the bag for the guy, because assumedly the cursed stuff won't happen until he actually touches the book.
Yeah, I think that it needs to be something more dramatic and visible. I'm wondering if it's like a shelf comes down and books start to like all start to slide down, and you just kind of like prop them up with one hand or something.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. A shelf starts falling over, or like one of, you know how like a shelf held up by like two brackets, and let's say this one should have a middle one but doesn't, and one of the brackets comes off, and instead of everything like falling off, Vex stops it from completely falling down, but the books just like slide onto another shelf.
Yeah. All right. I don't think we need to roll for anything here. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, he's not. Okay, I'm gonna go mess around with the AC because I'm sweating.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It's really warm.
Okay, in that case, that's what Vex will do, and he'll quickly bag up the things and try to ring the customer through at that point.
All right. If Esti's adjusting her AC, I'm just gonna go reopen my window. This actually would be the time for me to turn my AC on, but I'm going to fuck around with it. Sorry if it gets noisy, but also it's fucking boiling in here.
I'll be right back.
Oh.
Alright. Some tea.
I think.
Are we taking a quick break?
So are you otherwise occupied, Duncan?
No, I'm good. I'm back now.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Daryl's never seen the inside of my place, dude. Everything is, like, less than 10 feet away from me, basically.
Yeah, it's a small place, and he has headphones that are wireless, right?
No, it just has a very long cable.
Oh, okay.
I have a very long cable. I can walk around about 40% of my apartment without unplugging my headphones from my computer.
Dang, that sounds pretty handy.
I should have just bought wireless headphones, but whatever. we are what we are.
Okay, I think Esty might be feeding the cat.
Oh, is Esty still stepped away?
Yeah, I think yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with that. It's an ongoing development over here.
I mean, I think we're gonna need like one more thing in this game.
Yeah, we are dangerously close to making a sale here.
I think we're nearly done.
This bro wants his books. Yeah. He's very excited about hanging out in the woods with his bros and buying a bunch of frivolous shit with daddy's money.
and also doing regular teenage stuff.
Right.
Excited. It's almost like, a teenager buying beer for spring break, and he's just like, yeah, I'm getting a book to go cryptid hunting with the bros.
Yeah, except he might go out and die potentially.
Yeah, any lose in this scenario.
Vex does not feel bad for potentially accidentally killing this guy. He'll probably be looking for it in the papers, to be honest.
Yikes.
He's got like a collection in like his room of like the ones that he's
Yeah, no, I love it. He has collections of, or they have collections of like various things, whether it's good or bad, just like stuff that they know that they have affected.
just like you can never prove it was me.
Yeah. And when when they read it, they're probably like, "Oh no!" Whenever something bad happens, like, "Oh, Artemis, did you hear about this poor soul? Probably completely unrelated to us."
I feel like specifically saying probably unrelated. He's like,
I assume Artemis would be like, "Well, of course it's unrelated to us. What, you think those items are actually cursed?" And Vex would be like, "You're right. That's crazy."
right. I forgot. He's like a non-believer.
He's
I love this bird.
he's agnostic, right?
Yeah.
I think calling him like the Scully or Mulder or whatever the situation is a bit too far, but it's I don't know. Somebody's like something suddenly caught fire, and somebody was like, "Oh, that's demons from another dimension." He'd be like, "Yeah, demons, whatever."
Yeah.
He wouldn't be like,
I mean,
he wouldn't
he
be
would
like,
know.
"Oh, we need to identify the right spell to get rid of this demon or whatever." He'd just
It'll
be like, "Yeah,
cost you
demons."
$59.95.
Yes.
Vex doesn't even care about the money. He's just chaotic neutral.
Okay. Are we going again? Is that what Vex was saying? He was just
Yeah,
like,
I think everything's in order. Yeah.
Okay, Vex will bag the things, ring them up, and how are you paying, sir?
Oh, just credit card, of course.
Perfect. Vex types in the amount and holds out the debit machine, and after the payment goes through, assuming it does.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna need to sign his receipt though.
Okay, he allows that. He like hands him the receipt and the little pen. And while he's signing the receipt, he's like he clips two holes into a business card and is like, make sure you keep bringing this back. You'll get a free one.
Can I add something potentially for flavor with Daryl's permission, since he's role playing this kid? Can this kid actually be related to somebody who's important and rich in the community?
Yeah.
The cop was his dad.
Well,
I
okay,
don't think
his dad's a lawyer. We know
the
his dad's.
cop-
Right.
but like,
lawyer.
yeah, a really powerful local lawyer or something.
Yeah.
If that kid dies.
Oh shit! Right.
Sure, he was here. Like, he bought a couple regular books.
Yeah,
It was a rock climbing book and a camping book and a TV guide.
The kid just wants to go rock climbing. You don't know what you're doing here for. Sir, we are a cryptid store.
Come on, we're like a hobby store.
Yeah, what do we do? I think maybe that's why Vex likes working here, is because there's so much like, what? It's books. Did he die by being crushed by books? Then it's probably not us.
Probably.
All right, I wanna paint one more thing. Again, I have to check in with Daryl because this is kind of his character. Also, I think this would just be hugely entertaining to happen. I guess Artemis has come out of the back as well. Has realized what is going on and is watching, and Poindexter is watching, and we're all like, "Hey, please." We're all stood there being like, "Hey, please walk out of the store without taking this cursed guide out the bag. Like, leave it in the bag and leave the store and don't trigger it." And I really want this kid to like be in the doorway to the store and to trigger the curse on the cursed guide.
He's gonna die in the doorway.
I had a lame gag for that, but yeah, if you have something else in mind, yeah.
Well, I just want to be I want to be like, who steps in so that this kid doesn't get buried in books or some shit.
I just imagine like he'd go out, walk out to the curb, and be like, "Oh, who fucking keyed my car?"
I mean, that should still be the last shot. Absolutely.
I can think is if that's the bad luck, Vex is gonna be like snap their fingers and be disappointed that they don't get to add a clip to their a new news clipping to their wall of misfortune.
Vex, I don't think this is like a one-time thing. I think this thing continues to cause you bad
Yeah,
luck.
that's fair. That's fair. Probably every time you mess around with the book.
Yeah. It's probably like if you read the book, it's gonna cause you more like the bad luck's gonna be worse, yo.
Oh yeah, I could just see like he invites all his bros. He's like, hey, I got some really sick shit for this next hunting trip, and they're like way out in the middle of the woods when he finally like unzips his backpack, and he's like, check out this fucking book, guys.
Yeah, and that's when we'll play Sage Latour's Catch the Devil role-playing game of horror.
I do not want to start the game with this guy as the main character and or a cursed item.
He doesn't have to be the main character.
Don't you like shitty?
Oh, maybe we'll find their bodies.
Oh no.
One of the reasons I wanted to paint that he was related to somebody in the community is I think that's an interesting way this could come up later.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Well,
Well, if we ever have a lawyer show up,
He could have other family members. He's just
I
definitely
suppose.
not a lawyer dad.
So, closing the sale ending. You've closed the sale with a buyer and a flush with cash with 60. I guess we didn't. I'll just assume we're in the US or Canada somewhere. $60 worth of cash, which I guess isn't a big deal. Wait,
Vex sold 2 books, and he probably upmarked the second one just because.
I guess that the magical item that you sold is incredibly cursed.
Yeah.
So being rid of it is probably good.
Extra better.
Yeah.
Also, Vex lords this over your character's head because, like, Vex is like the useless fuck up kind of thing. And they're like, see, I did it. I'm so great. Look at that. Now I don't have to do any of the bathroom duty.
I love this awful relationship that our two characters have, that we're like criminals in two different ways and resent each other but still work with each other. Yeah, so that's your 1 or 2 sentence epilogue is Vex lords it over Artemis.
Yeah, for sure.
I think my
I want to know how Poindexter feels about us selling the cursed item.
My epilogue for Artemis is really simple. He calls the fucking plumber.
I like that. That's like the post-credit scene that everyone's waiting for, and it's just like, really, that was the post-credit scene.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even have like a good zinger for it or anything. Yeah, Poindexter.
Just stressed out that we sold that. Just like, oh no, we shouldn't have done that.
Oh, Vex is very much like, cool it, guy. You actually believe in the curse? Because Vex probably like pretends that he totally doesn't believe in it, but he knows it's.
And fix your point, like, why do you even work here?
Sif.
You're not even a true fan of the hobby.
Yeah, so Siffer goes out and has brunch with Brad and his wife Josephine. Shares case notes about paranormal shit that this guy's onto, so he can also investigate it. Continues to try and push as much paranormal shit through this store as he possibly can. Also continues to try and figure out whether Artemis or Poindexter are cryptids, but still hasn't found any solid leads on the matter.
By completely ignoring Vex?
Nah, Vex is just some weird kid. There's no way he's a cryptid.
He's way too weird to be a cryptid.
Yeah, I don't know why that nerd keeps wearing that mask. There's gotta be something suspicious under there.
Alright.
I love the idea that it's just always like the wrong one.
That was my game I made for you guys. You have fun.
I want to point out, I bet Vex like also is like, you know what? Poindexter probably is a cryptid and probably like, you know what I saw him doing the other day?
Just like always egging him on.
Oh yeah, Vex just like loves the chaos.
Do you guys wanna retrospective it real quick?
Yee.
If I can find our jam board.
Oh, jam.
Boop. Actually, I'll need to. Oops, can I just like?
I made a large forest bird that's poisonous.
Ooh.
It kind of looks like a watermelon.
Are they?
Good. Digimon.
I was gonna say, like, are there poisonous birds? I guess there are poisonous birds. Oh, you
Doesn't
can't
matter. They're fucking monster cryptids.
No, I was just curious. I wasn't like, oh, you can't make
You can't make
you
that.
can't make a poisonous bird. It's not real. You can only make real things.
You can't draw things that aren't real.
What? Would someone post something fake on the internet? They wouldn't do that.
People really go on the internet and lie?
Yeah, there we go.
Ed says hi, Duncan, by the way.
Oh. Hi, Ed. I have the restream chat open. Is it not working?
Oh no, he's typing to me via the League Discord.
Oh, okay.
They're playing League without me because they're assholes.
I mean,
They're asshole. They are asshole.
Everyone should know what you do on these nights now.
I know. They know.
In my opinion, it's much cooler than playing League.
They're telling me to play League while I draw on stream. I'm like, I can't do that.
I
What do you
have
expect me to be?
Highest level multitasking.
sent you guys it's the second page of the Jamboard.
Oh, it's Jam.
Oh, where's the second?
You just hit the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Thingamadoobly at the top there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where am I going?
The Jamboard link in live show, and then at the top of the screen
live,
there's like 1 out of 2, and you want to click the right arrow to go to 2 out of 2, and then there's the usual things: what to continue, what to stop, what to start. You don't need to. It was a quick game. You don't need to fill out a thing for every one of these columns. You don't have a thing.
There you go.
Let's see if I can figure this out. Oh yeah. Oh, we're doing it. Nice.
Pink is mine. Get your pink out of here.
Oh,
Okay, sure. I'll take green.
What to stop his wife?
Do we not like
Stop Brad's wife.
Mr. Domino can't be stopped.
Somebody stop Brad's wife.
Yeah, she's out of control. Ooh.
The kids' corpses in future games.
That's what I want. I want a lone surviving stupid bro.
That's fair.
I want a terrified bro.
I don't know. So the thing is, I think it wouldn't be great. Role playing would probably be really miserable, but I really want a thing that is set after a horror show about all the horror survivors living with their trauma.
Okay.
That'll be a fun
Yeah, it's
fun
like the
section.
opposite of fun, right? It's like
That's a
depressing.
lighthearted romp.
More Magic Cryptid books.
Yeah, I want more Magic Cryptid books. I like the idea of actual books just being more in there. I think more like ciphers and puzzles.
Alright, is there any more for any more?
I think I'm good.
I haven't heard you say that in a long time.
Yeah, well, the Duncanisms come and go.
Yeah. I like that one.
So what to continue? Vex and friends. I assume that's the other people in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
Okay.
these characters friends? I don't know what friends.
Yeah.
They're what you would. It's kind of like where it's they're not like friends when you talk about like hey buddy, but they're friends as in like the group of people you associate together.
I'd like to see Artemis's like larger impact, but maybe not like as a playable character on screen.
Actually, I have one more that I want to add to.
Go ahead and stick it on. Books are fun. I mean, what does that mean? Does that mean we should have more books?
Everybody knows that.
Yeah, more books.
Yeah, I think the main takeaway from this game is that we all like books.
Books
Right,
are great.
reading's really good for you, and reading is going to be good for this
Okay, there it is.
shitty rich kid bro.
Yeah, that's definitely gonna happen. This store's here to stay now. The kids' corpses in future games for sure. For sure, this teen who
We
is
gotta
almost
find
certainly
out
going
what
to
happened in the
die,
end.
is going to show up later.
Maybe it'll be like a detective story where we find out what happened and we like retrace the steps of these stupid teens that bought a curse book from this shop that totally has nothing to do with what happened.
Cursed boombox. I just think it's cool. I don't know.
It is a funny idea.
I
Also, just like you're reading it and it says like this book is cursed, and it's like, why did these idiots bring this? Only an idiot would do this.
Yeah.
What to stop? We need to stop Brad's wife.
Yeah, what
We
do you
need to stop her. She's like the T7 or whatever it is.
Yeah, she's too strong. What to start? Complications unrelated to the item itself.
Yeah, that has to do with like the actual mechanics of the game itself, and that most of the recommended complications like directly pertain to selling the thing. When a lot of our complications actually didn't, or when things did complicate, it actually didn't pertain to like actually making the sale. It was some other bullshit that was occurring in the story. You know what I mean?
Make it more consistent to the item itself.
That makes sense.
Hang on, this is where to start doing more stuff that isn't related to the item?
No, I just mean, I guess I don't know. I guess I put that in there just as a as that category is like a mechanical suggestion pertinent.
Yeah,
to
no,
the,
I'm just trying to clarify: did the mechanics should narrow more in on the sale or go broader and be like, here's?
I say go broader. That is to say, have a wider swath of suggested potential complications.
When I was working on this game, I was considering expanding it to like a day in running the store and having a bunch of vignettes of things that come up. I have a really good encounter in my guide that Eve got me that has a bunch of like Dungeons and Dragons ideas in for like running a store for a day. And doing it more like that it's more like working in a retail space rather than a single item sale.
Estee's trying to escape that right now.
Yeah.
Trigger her PTSD.
Survivor, bro.
Oh yeah, that is me simply saying that if we are going to have all these kids die, that I would want
one Survivor.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't want a wholesale slaughter. I would want a survivor.
Can he be wearing jorts?
Oh, we can have jorts if you want.
Socks and sandals, baby. Got a brewski.
Yeah, maybe like some tribal tattoos. Like full deal.
Got a broken Gucci sunglasses.
Shutter shades.
Make it clearer what the stakes are when resolving a danger. That's a note for me about my mechanics. Because I feel like the stakes for setting up a danger, whatever it's called in the thing that I wrote, setting up a threat, obstacle, or opportunity is not clear enough.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Who you gonna call? Cryptid Busters. I don't feel like is that that's just generally a thing?
We want like a Ghostbuster.
Yeah, I want more of like people trying to maybe just like cryptid hunters, like nobody believes them, and they're like a plucky crew.
Like a Scooby Gang.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
hope
yeah.
they build a laser grid with no safety switch. That's pretty. That's some dangerous shit right there.
Hopefully, no useless bitch keeps losing her glasses.
We
You
got
don't talk about her like that.
Sure, we do all like Velma.
Yeah,
She's very-
everybody's
she's,
fan
she's
of
very
Velma.
sassy. She's very sassy.
more magic cryptid books for the laws.
We all like books.
Yeah. We all love books.
Books are going to be a key component of Cryptidverse. More MacGuffin books.
Daryl, I can't tell if you're being facetious right now or not.
Okay. To be honest, I am neutral on books. We can do more or less books.
Okay, please don't. If you're neutral on something, please don't put it down here as a bit.
I didn't put that one down.
Okay.
Which one did I put?
Yeah, whatever this one was, that wasn't me.
Oh, for the lore, yeah, like I like having
Yeah,
like,
there's one.
find like forbidden tomes.
If I have 2 post-it notes on here to continue books are fun and more magic books, that's like I'm gonna go look up a book roll table or something, or a mechanic for adding interesting books to a game and find out how we can weave it in. So please don't write things down facetiously, because I will go work on them and then I will be mad at you. Thrifters who are finding cursed items.
Well, that sounds like a natural extension of the store itself.
Yeah, I mean, there's that really good thread of the images of like fake antiques roadshow stuff, where they put their own captions on everything.
Okay.
That it's like, painting of cats that won't stop screaming and world's oldest sex toy and stuff.
What the fuck? Okay, cool.
I'll see if I can find the thread for you after this. It's very good. And when I was working on this, I was being like, hey, it would be really funny to do this with like an antiques roadshow, like more documentary thrifters trying to make money by buying shit vibe.
Right.
Or like market vibe.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. I will think more about that. Is that SD? Is that you? That's pink.
Yeah, I believe that's pink. Yeah.
I'm pink.
Oh, Eve, that's you. You're pink.
That's me.
What specifically interests you about thrifters?
No.
I just like going thrifting.
Okay. It's just the charm of like finding old weird shit, right?
Yeah, but it would be like you go into a shop and the goal would be to find what is actually it'd be like a point and click, not a point and click invention, a hidden object game.
Yeah. Characters in other stories visiting the store. Yes. This store will come up again for sure. This is I probably going to become an overly important location in the mundane universe. Alright. That's it for role-playing tonight and stuff. We're doing Echo next week, right, Eve? You're settled on that?
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think so.
I can't do a credit for. Actually, I could look it up right now. Echo is by Rollover Dead on itch.io, rolloverplaydead.itch.io. Piece, kids playing in a mech wreckage, a ghost, a GM-less storytelling and map drawing game for 3 or more players, which is, I believe, about kids finding the pilot of a dead mech, like an AI pilot inside a dead mech, and describing what the world is like now after the mechs died.
Wow.
Which I don't know how that fits into the Cryptidverse, and I'm very excited to talk about how it does.
Yeah,
we can work on that together.
Yeah. I mean, I assume we were just going to talk about it next week when we play
sure.
it, and I keep my thoughts to myself until then. But that's what we're doing. I didn't look at your poison properly earlier because I was looking at the game. But
It's a watermelon.
Oh, sorry, fuck.
Is green like a poison? I guess it is a poison color.
Bright colors.
It's not like a poison color for birds. I guess birds don't have a poison color, right?
No,
'Cause
just
they
bright colors.
They have bright colors for mating, so they don't need to have
Yeah.
bright colors to be like, warning, I'm toxic.
But in nature, typically bright colors means don't eat me. I'm bad for you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whereas birds have feathers, and generally eating feathers is kind of a pain. Anyway, I guess we're just gonna wrap up for tonight. Thanks for watching our nonsense. Come back next Tuesday. Hopefully by next Tuesday I'll have edited the first part of Stewpot and actually uploaded it instead of losing my mind.
Whoa, don't do that.
I'll think about it. And yeah, thanks for watching our show. Remember to click all the buttons that mean engagement. Get
those buttons.
Get loads of
Call
people.
to action, baby. Non-stop call to action.
Get people to subscribe to us on YouTube so that we have 100 subscribers, so that I can get a proper URL for YouTube.
Ooh.
Do it. Do it.
And good night. Have a lovely rest of